joined by style sisters, Gemma and Charlotte, who are two women. I would like to call them interior organising queens. Are you happy with that title, girls?
Perfect.
What do you normally get called? What do people normally call you?
Oh, everything. I think because we're such a string of things that we kind of love doing, fashion, interiors, organising, we kind of just get
home angels. We come to the home and just sort it out.
Home angels. That's better than my title. I'm going with that. Home angels. Gemma and Charlotte, the home angels. Now, just to clarify, you two are not sisters. You are best friends.
Yeah,
best friends, sisters in style. Friends. We always say.
Yeah. And how did you guys meet?
So, well,
we went to school. We went to sixth form together.
Oh my gosh,
and then we did the same subjects at school. Then we both left. I went into working in public relations. Gemma went into fashion. And then
we was friends at school, but not mega close.
Friends.
With Facebook friends and everything else. And then we found out a few years later after leaving sixth form that we were both pregnant at the same time. And there was literally
both
6 weeks
little boys
between
as
us.
well, both boys. So
really? So how old are your eldest? Gemma, you've got one, haven't you?
Yeah.
And then Charlotte, you've got two, haven't you?
Yeah.
And so how old are your eldest?
11. Just turned 11.
Do you know, when you told me this, when I first met you girls, and you both were like, yeah, we've got 11-year-olds, I was like, What? How old were you? What, were you 5 when you had your children?
No.
Do you know what? I feel scared how quickly it's gone and that we've got an 11-year-old.
I know.
Like, where has that time gone? Everyone says it goes quick, don't they? But it actually does.
Yeah, it's really flown by.
It really does. Especially when they start school, I think then it's just a blink and they're grown up.
Oh, I can't, honestly can't even imagine what it must be like when they start school.
We say start the preschool, then they start the primary school, then it's the high school where my son's just started in September, and then I'm like, whoa, nearly got a teenager. I only feel like I've just got out of my teens
Mood
myself.
swings, hormones.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Have either of you got any girlfriends on the scene yet?
Oh, not yet.
Not yet.
I don't know how
That's what I'm dreading.
Be.
Yeah, I'm like, my friends are all like, you're going to be the worst mother-in-law, and I'm like, what do you mean?
I think it's because when I've obviously only got the one, and he's my baby. As much as he's an 11-year-old now and he's a big boy, I still class him as my baby. And I think when you've got another one, they become your baby, and then the eldest one seems more grown up, but he's still my baby.
Giant baby.
Yeah,
he's nearly as tall as you.
I know.
Oh my gosh,
he's bigger
really?
than me, nearly bigger feet than me.
Oh my!
Scary.
That's ridiculous. Like, that's so weird. There's gonna come a point where they're like bigger than you. Now, moving on to kind of the whole thing you do, like you go into people's houses and you sort them out, basically sort people's lives out, because and I bet since obviously lockdown happened and everything, I bet you've been inundated with messages because everyone seemed to go into hibernation. Let's clear out our houses mode. I certainly did.
There's nothing else to do, is there?
I think
nothing else to do.
Everything's going on. There's you haven't got much control at the moment of what's going on. Everything feels a bit out of control. No one can make plans. So by being at home a lot and having that in control makes you feel better about the whole situation.
Yeah, there's definitely a mental aspect to what we do, which is what we enjoy. Like, we get that feeling when we're helping people's homes. We can feel how they feel and pick up on that energy.
A weight gets lifted by the time we've left the house. Like a physical, you can feel it. Like the energy gets lifted. Everyone just feels a lot more calm and chilled and organised, and it just is such a nice feeling. And that's why we get such repeat custom, because we'll do one room and then want the next room done and the next room. And where we combine the styling with organising, they're getting a complete new room in their home and they haven't had to leave it.
No, exactly.
So yeah.
And I saw someone say something the other day about clothes should fit you, not you fit the clothes.
Yeah.
It was one way around. And I was like, oh my God, that's so true. Like, because you hang on to like these pair of jeans that you wore when you were like 16 and hadn't fully developed. And then you suddenly get hips and then you have a baby and everything changes and you still hang on to these like jeans, and actually they're probably never going to fit you the same.
No.
And it's, and I kind of did that as well. Like, I was like, I'm just going to get rid of anything that doesn't fit me and makes me feel crap.
Yeah.
And then now I've got a wardrobe full of you know, jeans that actually I know I can get any of those jeans now and be like, all of
And they're
these
gonna
fit
work.
me. So
Well, if you've got that negativity in the wardrobe, every time you're going to it, you're just looking and reminding yourself, oh, I used to fit in them. And you're setting yourself up in a bad mood almost by shopping in your wardrobe, by thinking, I can't wear that,
and
I can't wear that.
subconsciously, like, you probably might not even realise you're doing it, but subconsciously, if you're going to try, we've all had it when you're in the morning and you're trying to get dressed and you're getting a bit stressed and you're thinking, oh God, what can I put on? And I'm sick of wearing that pair of jeans, but I don't know what else fits me. And you're putting things on, and these don't fit, and then they come off, and it just saves you so much mental ag if you just go through and you're just realistic. Get really realistic about what you want in your wardrobe. Make sure you
And
love
I
it
always
all.
say, it's paying rent.
It is. It's paying rent in your wardrobe. Yeah.
oh my God, I am owed so much money.
Yeah.
It's
So
got
much
to be
rent.
worth its weight by being in there. If it's not...
If it's going to be taking up real estate, it needs to be earning its keep.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
I mean, you've given me so much advice already. We could end it here. How did you ladies actually get into doing this then? Because you have organised for some like amazing people: Amanda Holden, Rochelle Humes, Stacey Solomon. Like, how did this happen?
Oh, do you know, I think me and Charlotte have always been very, very creative and massive fans of each other in obviously our respective careers. Charlotte was always pushing me in fashion. I was pushing Charlotte in her interiors. And we'd kind of hit a bit of a stalemate. We were both mums, feeling a
frustrated.
bit lost. I'd sold my business. Charlotte was doing some interior clients, but not pushing it. I don't think it was a confidence thing for you, wasn't it? And I was always saying, come on, you're amazing, you're so creative, you've got to be doing this. And we was trying to push each other and spark ideas. And it was kind of a bit like, well, why aren't we doing this together? Because they go so well with each other. And there was no one really doing a bit of a Trinny and Sue's for your everyday people. And obviously they're not around anymore.
Someone said that to me today. They were like, are they like the Trinny and Susanna of like organising world? And I was like, yes.
Yeah. But for everything. So I think we obviously started with the wardrobe detoxing, and that's
giving
kind
fashion
of
advice.
Giving fashion advice, giving styling advice, shopping your wardrobe basically, being really sustainable, shopping what's already in your wardrobe. And then it kind of led on from there. Obviously Charlotte's really, really good with interiors and really creative, so we'd be in the bedroom or the wardrobe and she'd start faffing around and making things look nice, and it's just kind of naturally evolved.
So that sometimes just having a little shuffle around and, like you just said, can just make a complete difference. I actually just moved, literally just flipped a room. So I put, it was like a little dressing room. So there was a sofa on one side, dressing table on the other. And I flipped it, and the difference it's made.
Yeah. I think sometimes as well, eliminating just certain things. It could be that the room's working, but just one thing's making it not work. And I think someone coming in and be like, oh, have you thought about just taking that away or moving that? And it's like, oh, why didn't I do that?
And what kind of one of the big things I wanted to ask you about on this chat was children's nurseries, bedrooms, playrooms, and your advice on how to sort these rooms out, because it's so hard, because they instantly get messy. It's so hard to like clear toys away and actually make it look anything acceptable.
Yeah. And everything's so big
and colourful.
Oh, and bright. Not in keeping with the colour theme of the house.
I always, when I first had the children, I was like, I'm only having black and white and monochrome items in this house, and that's zooming out the window. First birthday arrives, and the amount of toys they get, and you think, where am I going to put all this?
Oh my God.
And
it
everyone
just
seems to want the biggest things. Like, I know his granddad, my other half's dad, would just come back with the biggest, everything was just big.
Like a big jumper room.
Yeah, a big fire truck, but it'd be one of the ginormous ones, and I was, where am I putting this stuff?
Yeah, especially when people are limited with space, and a lot of people have their toys in the living room. You know, it's an adult space, but yet during the day it's for the children. So somewhere you can just put things away out of sight. It just then you can relax a little bit more.
I think storage is just the ultimate key, and obviously it depends your luxury on space, whether you've got loads of space or not much space, and it's just about getting really savvy, I think, and utilising wall space. utilising things that could double up as two things.
Like a footstool. If the footstool had the top opens, it's like an ottoman, so it's got storage in the footstool as well as being a footstool to put your feet on. It's just being clever with what you've got space-wise. Like, not everyone's got the luxury of having a toy room where it's designated for toys and you can shut the door at the end of the day. Most people live around the toys, you know, so just being clever with what, or even like sofas, you can get like the storage things that go under the sofas.
I think that's key, like not being able to see them, because I've got these amazing they're not bins, they're like boxes, but they're open fronted, so you can still see the toys, which I mean, it's great for him to be able to get in and get out, but personally for me, when I'm sat in my kitchen after Cooper's gone to bed, I just don't want to see toys anymore.
No.
Because they're not nice to look at. Great for him to play with, but I'm like, don't want to see
that
it.
case.
You want your adult space again. And I think that's where the labels that Charlotte mentioned are handy, because the child, all right, they can't see in the box, but they can see by the picture what's inside, and you can make that picture look as sophisticated as you want, really. So it's
you can make that black and white.
That
can be a black and white picture. That's such a good idea, though. And in terms of like clothes storage for kids, Cooper's got like a little section of the wardrobe. But we have a bit of a thing where well, not me so much, because I know, but Daddy's like, I don't know what clothes are nursery clothes, what clothes are his nice ones, you know. So have you got any tips on, like, you know, how you store children's clothes?
Well, creating sections is good.
I've got a prop. We love a prop.
So velvet slimline hangers, they don't just come in adult size, they come in a smaller child size as well. So these are perfect for getting more items in the wardrobe. So we've used these from newborn upwards, haven't we, for clients?
And you could even you could get them in 2 different colours. So you could have everyday clothes are this colour, and for instance, and then get another colour for nursery clothes. Like, just there's different ways you could do it. Or you can get
the little plastic.
Yeah, the little plastic wardrobe dividers, and they've got the age groups on. And you could even you could get plain ones off of eBay, really inexpensive, and you can just write nursery clothes, and you know that section is nursery, and so forth. So,
and we use IKEA scub boxes. They're great for the chest of drawers to like categorize items. And
so are they like dividers in the drawers?
Yes, and they come in 3 different sizes.
This is just, honestly, this information you are giving, I'm sure it's going to help so many people. Just even if it's just to give them the you know, the want to do it. Like saying something like it is like therapy, it makes you feel better, you know, opening that door and it not being a negative thing. It's such important things for people to hear, to maybe give them the push to kind of organise their lives.
Oh, we promise they will feel so much better.
And once the bulk of it's done, it is just maintenance. So then it doesn't become such a chore. Do you know what I mean? If you set yourself aside a couple of days and you just knock it out and you put some music on and you've kind of scheduled it in the diary, you know you're just having a bit of a sort out, and then you get that after feeling where you feel amazing. Everything's just, you're going to use everything that's there. And then when stuff does slowly creep back in, it's just a case of erasing what no longer works. It's not such a big overhaul.
Yeah. Or get a friend round for moral support if you're it's a bit daunting doing it on your own. Get someone that's really truthful and honest, not going to put it back in, this fine. Because a lot of my friends even will message me like, how do you do this for a job? This is horrendous. I've pulled everything out, looked at it all and put it all back in. And I'm like, no, that's not the process. Because it's overwhelming. So you need someone there for support. Like, come on, let's go through each item, let's work out if you like it, and just make piles. And set aside a day. I think some people think it's only going to, it'll only take me a couple of hours. No. But it's not. It's a day job.
I was literally just about to say that to you. How long would you say? And would you say a day for like one room, or a day for like just your wardrobe?
If you're going to do it thoroughly.
It just depends, on the size of your wardrobe as well. Some people have got a walk-in wardrobe and it's huge, and of course that's going to take a whole day. Or if you've got lots of wardrobe, it just depends. Do you know what I mean? On how much stuff you've got. And I think
once you get in a vibe of kind of like getting rid of things and thinking these are going to go to good use, like they will go to a charity, or I'll sell them and I'll get some more money to get something else or put towards something. I think you get that kind of a bit of you know you're going to get something out of
momentum, don't you?
Yeah.
You give yourself a bit of momentum.
No, it is exciting, and I think people will love it. Just got to give it a go.
Yeah, and I often find wine really helps as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. And snacks. You need snacks.
When I've done it during the day, I'm like, I'm gutted because it's like only 11 o'clock in the morning. I can't actually have a glass of wine really right now whilst I'm doing it. So I'm like, I'm just going to leave this job till the evening. Then it's acceptable.
Yeah.
It's
7 o'clock somewhere. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, Danny, my husband's going to be like, you're drinking an awful lot very early. I'm like, well, I'm just sorting, so.
Stars just told me to do it. Blame them too.
Yeah, Gemma told me to do it. She said it was 7 o'clock somewhere, so.
It helps.
Yeah. Well, ladies, thank you so much. If you don't have your own TV show this year, well, no, not this year. Let's rule out this year because
This year's
2020.
next year, if you don't have a TV show, I'll be gutted and really annoyed.
Oh, bless you. Thank you. That's so kind of you to say.
But no, you're amazing. What you do not only is really great, it also helps people. So thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having us. We've loved it.
No, it was lovely talking to you.
Oh, take care.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.